Hey Valley Middle, welcome back to another math lesson. Today we're going to be talking about how to find the area of a trapezoid. Let's get started with something fun. It's kind of a who's who question today. Who is Barbara Millicent Roberts? She's famous. I know you've heard of her, but what do we really call her? Who is this person? We'll get back to that shortly after we've done a little bit of work here. All right, the official target for today is 11.2b. I can find the area of a trapezoid. Let's do this thing and get the business or bidness. How could you find the area of these trapezoids? What information would you need to know? Well, I suppose you could take and try to find the area of the triangles. You could divide it into two triangles and a rectangle, and if you had lots of measurements, you could find it out. On this window here, if you knew the size of this window, you could kind of estimate it by saying, well, these two kind of make one more window, or maybe this one and this one make a window, and these other three make a window. But I don't know. Sure would be easy if there was a formula. Voila, there is a formula, and I'm about to show it to you. All right. Must know words. First of all, let's talk about what a trapezoid is. I know you hear that term, but a lot of people get them confused. Trapezoid is a quadrilateral. It has four sides. That's what quadrilateral means. It has two sides that are parallel. We call those sides bases. It has two sides that may or may not be parallel. Usually they're not parallel. Those are called legs. So on this trapezoid up here, this is a base, and then these two sides that are not parallel are called the legs. All right, down here, base, leg, leg. That's what it is for a trapezoid. Now, the formula for finding the area of it is kind of like a triangle because it involves 1/2. This is the official formula right here. 1/2 of the height times base 1 plus base 2. Sounds complicated? Let me plug some values in and show you how simple it really is. I've rewritten that and I've just substituted in the values, and I'll show you where I got them. So I've got the area equals 1/2, that stays the same, 8, that's the height, so here's my height, and that's 8. And then base 1 and base 2. Here's base 1 is 12, base 2 is 10. So 1/2 the height, which is 8, times base 1 plus base 2. So start simplifying. Well, the area equals 4. That's 1/2 of 8 times 12 plus 10. And remember, I just make one change per line. So then I rewrite this. I can solve this part pretty easily next time. So now I got area equals 4 times 22. That was at 12 plus 10. And then simplify this into equaling 88. Add the proper label. The area is 88 centimeters squared. Now, I like to try to check my answer. It's kind of complicated to check it there without just redoing the formula. So I usually just kind of go, well, let's do a quick base check. I got the height is 8, and this box right here would be 8 times 10, so that'd be 80. So I'm at 88. I'm pretty close. And I know that the base is actually a little bit wider because it's 12 on the bottom and 10 on top. So sometimes I just go, well, in between 10 and 12 is 11. I got 88. So I know that my answer is going to be very close. And that's what you're looking for. You just want to make sure that your answer makes sense. All right, let's do one more together before I have you try 2 on your own tonight. All right, what is the area of this trapezoid? All right, we've got all the measurements we need to do it. So we just need to substitute things in. So let's do it. So I've got the area equals 1/2 and 1/2 of the height. So I've substituted in 4. And then base 1 and base 2. Here's base 1 and base 2, 8 plus 10. So all I did initially was substitute in the values. I'll slide this guy over here just so you can see. Area equals, there's the 1/2, and the height is 4. Base 1 is 10, base 2 is 8. So you're good to go. Start simplifying it. Well, 1/2 of 4 is 10. 1/2 of 4 is 2. I got base 1. Base 2, that's 10 plus 8. I can simplify those bases and add that up pretty simply. So now I've got 2 times 18, and if I solve that, I've got 36 centimeters squared. All right, quick check. Well, I got about a base of 8 on top and 10 on the bottom, so let's call it about 9, 8 or 9 times 4. That's 36. I'm right on. Looking good. All right. Now I know that usually I'm not stupid. I know that you probably don't always stop the video when I asked you to stop it. But today I'd really like you to do it because this is that power target. See if you can substitute in the values on this trapezoid and figure out what the area is. Go ahead and pause it, please. I'm back. All right. I substituted it in. I got the area is 1/2 of 6, which is the height, right over here, 6, times 13 plus 3. There's my bases. I got one big one and one little one. Now it's just simplifying. Well, 1/2 of 6 is 3 times 13 plus 3. 13 plus 3 is 16, right down here. So 3 times 16 is 48. And inches squared. Quick check. This one's a little harder because I've got bases of like 3 bases of 3 and 13. So I know I've got a height of 6. So if I go somewhere in here, over here, maybe 7. 6 times 7 would be 42. I had 48. Yeah, we're in the ballpark. So I feel good about my answer. All right, try this one here. What? I'm tricking you? Okay. Remember, you can always take, oh, come on here. Why can't I grab it? You can always take your shape and turn it. You can do that. You don't need a permit. Is that better? Okay. See if you can figure it out now. Okay, I'm back. Well, let's just substitute in the variables. I know my height is going to be 8 right off the bat, so I got 1/2 of 8, and then I just plug in those two bases, 10 plus 15. What about this guy over here? Just threw that in to shake you up. Yeah, oftentimes we'll give you measurements that you don't need. That has nothing to do with the price of cheese in China. We have 8 inches for the height, base 1, base 2. Those are the 3 measurements we need. So don't be distracted. Let's stay here. Let's keep working. So 1/2 of 8 is 4. We had 10 plus 15 are my bases. I'm going to solve those next. That's pretty simple. 10 plus 15 is 25. So I got 4 times 25. I know that. That's 100. So 100 inches squared. How do I do my check on this one? Same thing. I got a base down here of 10. I got a base here of 15. So how about 12? 8 times 12 would be 96. I had 100. Yeah, I'm right in the ballpark. I'm feeling pretty good about my answer. All right, time for the ticket to the show. Here are 2 parallelograms. You've got the measurements 2 trapezoids. You've got the measurements you need in there to solve those. So I'm going to stop for a second so you can write them down. Pause it. All right, that's your ticket to the show for tomorrow. Let's go to the Just for Fun and see who Barbara Millicent Roberts is. Did anybody guess? Let's see how long it takes me when I start pulling down the picture. She's a princess. It's Barbie. That's Barbie's real name. Second trivia question. Do you know what Ken's real name is? Yeah, I know it's Ken. Ken Carson was her boyfriend's last name. So Barbara Millicent Roberts, better known as Barbie, and Ken Carson, Barbie and Ken, America's perfect couple. Thanks for playing tonight. Hope you enjoyed and I hope you learned something. This is probably a good lesson to watch again. Take care.